It's always nice to see like the full finished product. Hair, makeup, dress.
We all want to have a day when the world stops just for us. 16-year-old Abby Snyder has no idea
My eyelashes are still like short because they're coming back in.
that her trip Saturday afternoon to SAS Salon
What color eyes do you have? They're the green, right?
in Winchester, Virginia,
So where's this gala at?
would be the start of her remarkable day.
I've never really had my makeup done a lot. I've had it done once for last year's winter formal, but it's always exciting because I want to feel pretty.
Abby's desire for beauty stems from a year more frightening than most could imagine.
There were times that I just didn't want to do it anymore and I just wanted them to kill me. But I knew they couldn't. But there was just other times where you just want to give up, but you have to keep going.
She was diagnosed with leukemia exactly a year ago to the day. The medicines to fight her cancer have nearly killed her 3 times. Her parents wanted to do something grand for Abby's 16th birthday on Thursday, but mounting medical bills made anything special impossible. So they hatched a plan with Tom Mitchell.
We're going to be leaving the limousine now.
Mitchell has been working with the Salon, AES Limo, the George Washington Hotel, and the Snyders to pull off an epic surprise. She thinks she's getting dolled up and delivering a speech at a fancy fundraising gala to benefit Tom's foundation.
I like it a lot. Looks pretty.
That's the story. So I called Abby and I said, Abby, I need you to write a speech. And I feel terrible because the poor kid wrote this wonderful, beautiful, magical speech that she unfortunately won't be giving tonight.
Mitchell runs the Still Brave Childhood Cancer Foundation. He helps families like the Snyders with things like rent and gas money.
Make yourself comfortable.
From the limo ride all the way to the hotel, Abby still had no idea until that remarkable moment. And it took a few seconds for Abby to realize there was no speech. The gala was for her.
It's been a very, very hard, gut-wrenching year, and we wanted to do something amazing for her.
You know, look on that kid's face, man, the squeals and the screaming when she walked through this door. And just look at all the people here, man. And we pulled it off.
I had no idea.
A cancer diagnosis robbed Abby Snyder of her 15th birthday. So for her 16th, why not give her in abundance gifts of strength, love, and normalcy?
All of Baltimore was attacked, and it affected all Baltimoreans all across the city.
Baltimore is slowly reclaiming its identity after a dark day of rioting last month derailed Charm City.
We had to basically barricade ourselves in the houses because every shopping center around us was looted, set on fire.
Monday night, the city's enduring spirit once again emerged when fans flocked to the Orioles' first home game since violence erupted.
I think it's really good, not only for the city of Baltimore, but for the whole region.
It was billed reopening day.
We can get over this and build it up again. So we chose to come to reopen because let's get the community back together.
Daily salt pretzels, peanut soda water.
Vendors welcoming fans to the friendly confines of Camden Yards
2 of these.
were eager to see a sense of normalcy return.
Did you get your water?
Robert Gerard wants Baltimore's underserved neighborhoods, where lawlessness exploded, to get help.
Really, I hope they put money into the city, improve the education system, start from the bottom up, and do it. It needs it.
Baseball on this night served as a temporary elixir for a city ailing from generations of strife.
This is where we live at. This is what we want to do. We want to build it up.
Despite watching their city plunge into chaos, there's a strong sense here of hope. The Charm City can and will live up to its namesake.
The city's a great place. There's a lot of great people here, and work to get them back on their feet.
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Happy Father's Day.
It's been a tradition for the last few years for Donnell Chase and his brother William Chase Jr.
2012. Seemed like yesterday, didn't it?
To visit their dad, William Chase Sr., on Father's Day, here at Cedar Hill Cemetery in Suitland, Maryland.
when I have a lot of things on my head, I just come over here.
But this time of quiet reflection quickly turned to confusion and anger.
And I told my brother, I said, does that look like a piece of a casket there?
They spotted the unthinkable about 50 feet away where a creek hugs cemetery property.
Who is it? Where did it come from?
They discovered a casket out of its burial vault, a vault now filled with water.
That's to keep it protected from the weather and everything, but it's not working.
The brothers, upset and horrified, contacted 7 on Your Side.
I was concerned because that's somebody's family member.
Soon after we contacted cemetery officials, employees rushed to the site. A maintenance official said Saturday's storm caused the creek to overflow, destroying part of a retaining wall, which then allowed fast-moving water to erode the soil and unearth the casket.
This should never happen here or no other cemetery where the public have a chance to see it.
The Chase brothers think the cemetery should not be burying people so close to the creek. Cemetery officials, who declined to talk on camera, would not say why they perform interments so close to the water.
I know people are their family members and they spend a lot of money to bury their people over here, and to have a casket like that and a vault like that is unacceptable.
New tonight, the Battle of the Bull. A famous energy drink maker is butting heads with the brewery in Ashburn. Red Bull is trying to set rules for Old Ox. Jay Korff is live at the brewery to explain what this is all about. Jay.
Well, Morris, as you know, Red Bull, major multinational corporation, they sold, get this, more than 5 billion units of their energy drink in 2013 alone, according to their documents. So they clearly have spent a lot of time and a lot of money on their image. They are challenging this company, small family-owned Old Ox Brewery in Ashburn in Loudoun County, saying that these two logos and their names are simply too similar. Old Ox Brewery in Ashburn, Virginia, has been open for only about 7 months.
Well, we make craft beer, small batch, artisanal craft beer.
But this family-owned business with just 10 employees is battling multi-billion-dollar energy drink giant Red Bull over its very identity. Last month, Red Bull filed a trademark challenge, saying consumers are likely to confuse Old Ox Brewery and its logo with Red Bull's Charging Bovines. Brewery president Chris Burns.
They're at completely opposite ends of the beverage spectrum. They are liquids, and that's about as similar as they are.
In fact, Burns says the company is named after an old road. And as far as the logo goes,
it's an O with an X in it, as in X marks the spot. It has absolutely nothing to do with an animal.
But according to Red Bull, an ox and a bull both fall within the same class of bovine animals and are virtually indistinguishable to most consumers. In addition, an ox is a castrated bull. Burns says instead of expanding, his extra capital now feeds legal fees to fend off Red Bull.
It's incredibly detrimental to our business. It's hard to function.
But Burns says he is more than willing to battle a company he now calls Red Bully.
It's either change our identity or fight this, and we're not giving up.
Now, I did reach out on the phone to the California firm that is representing Red Bull. The person who answered the phone declined comment. They also said that they, quote, have been inundated with calls about this issue, Morris. We also reached out through email to Red Bull's office in England. They have not got back in touch with us.
I walk through Arlington and I look at all those gravestones, all those people that have died. To me, that's a hallowed ground.
Washington is a city teeming with monuments that pay homage to a nation's history. But you don't have to go any farther than the green hillsides of Arlington National Cemetery, where rows of marble flow like tears to know the full measure of a nation's sacrifice.
It's the memory of all those people that have given their lives for this country and for freedom throughout the world. You can't give any more than that.
At Arlington National, crowds stream past hundreds of thousands of headstones, and at the nearby Marine Corps Memorial, they look upward to a sky so blue to honor the fallen.
It's a bond that really never goes away.
84-year-old Vietnam veteran Matthew Newsom visits Arlington National every Memorial Day to visit his commander.
I still have that connection with them because they're always in my memory.
He was shot down over Koblenz on September the 11th, 1944.
Michael Dobson of Bethesda and his son James, an Army cadet, visited Michael's father Odell.
I think it is true what I said, you know.
And man, get better than you got.
While his father survived the war, he knows so many others did not.
What I see here is loyalty, loyalty to each other, loyalty to the bond that they created and the bond that they shared. And so many people dead.
Jay Korff, ABC 7 News.
Currently we're at Brook Lake.
Springfield, Virginia's Tom Mitchell, renowned for his myriad of tattoos, is once again running beyond the realm of reality.
When we start talking about our children dying, it forces us to look at our own mortality and the mortality of our own children, and nobody wants to think about that.
Last year, Mitchell finished a 100-mile ultra-marathon to raise awareness for childhood cancer and to raise money for his foundation, Still Brave. He lost his daughter Shayla to cancer in 2009.
So what happened is they put this life-saving medicine, we euphemistically call it medicine, into my daughter's body to try to cure her cancer and save her life, and it stopped her heart.
Now he's upping the ante. Starting September 11th, Mitchell has 4 days to complete a grueling 200-mile race circumnavigating Lake Tahoe.
What I'm doing is I'm trying to replicate the struggle, the pain, the reality of childhood cancer.
Mitchell is dedicating each mile to a different child who has died from or is battling cancer, like 5-year-old Sammy Rahman of Arlington. Mitchell's nonprofit provides non-medical needs like rent and groceries to families who get buried under mounting medical bills. A toy,
It's going to get a little bit wet, remember?
and a temporary tattoo also go a long way to help a child in turmoil.
Bum, 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 bum. Wow. Wow. That's a good one, isn't it? Man, look, it looks just like mine, doesn't it?
Hold, 1, 2. 8 lots slower.
Mitchell, who has trained tirelessly, believes America has abandoned countless children with cancer due to meager research funds. He says outdated treatments are debilitating and in some cases killing young patients.
If this looks hard to you, imagine it's 50 times harder for what these kids are enduring in the chemotherapy clinics every day. Believe that.
Mile number 2, Abby Snyder.
In late August, during his send-off party,
Mile number 4, Sam Jeffers.
Mitchell read the names of all 200 kids he's running for, like Emily Ringham of Bristow, mile 111.
Out of the many people that he could have chosen, he chose me.
Ringham says her cure for cancer left her having to learn how to live all over again.
Because my surgery cut through many of the connections in my brain, I literally forgot how to do everything.
Mother Dana Haino of Manassas says the chemo designed to cure her daughter Avery took the life of her 2.5-year-old.
It's difficult. It's angry. I'm angry, and I miss my daughter. I had to bury my 2.5-year-old, and that's not the way it's supposed to go.
All right, Sammy, we're going to take off out of here, bud.
Mitchell never knows when a home visit will be his last. In Sammy Rahman's case, Mitchell says the treatment meant to save Sammy damaged his heart beyond repair.
But he can't have a heart transplant because he has cancer. They won't even consider putting him on the list. So he's come home. He's come home to die.
So Tom Mitchell runs, so someday children like Sammy will have hope, where for now, there is very little. Jay Korff, News Channel 8.